So in this video, we're going to talk about adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. And the good news is we already know how to do this. We've been taught it, we've gone over it in previous contexts. It's just a matter of when you see it, knowing what you're supposed to do. So when you see polynomials being added or subtracted, you're going to typically be in parentheses, like what you see down here. You're going to distribute your negative or positive, break down the parentheses, and then you just combine like terms, like normal. So negative, you distribute that. If there's a plus sign here, you just distribute a positive 1. You combine like terms. And if you see two polynomials being multiplied together, you're going to do FOIL. So nothing here should be too crazy, which is nice. I'm going to try to go through these fairly quickly. The first parenthesis here, nothing changes because you're just distributing a 1 into it. On this guy, when you distribute your negative 1, let's see, this will be a negative 3x to the third plus 7x squared minus 9x plus 1. I'm being kind of lazy with this because I'm almost at space 2, which is dangerous. So be careful, make sure you do it right. But if you actually combine these, I'll put my answer up here for that. You'll get negative 2x to the third. We'd have a 4 and a 7, so it's going to be a plus 11x squared. Notice exponents don't change when you combine like terms, so those don't change, those don't change. We'll get a negative 27x, and finally a plus 11. That's all there is to adding and subtracting polynomials. That looks really messy here. Minus 27x plus 11. When you're multiplying polynomials together, you're going to do FOIL, just like always. It's a little trickier, especially since we haven't formally gone over properties of exponents yet. We'll do that soon. But on my first term here, 2 times 4 makes an 8. X to the third and x squared. All together, that's 5 x's being multiplied. So that's going to be x to the fifth. On my next one here, I'm going to get negative 6 x to the third and x. Altogether, we have 4 x's being multiplied. On this guy, we get plus 28x squared. And finally, minus 21x. Nothing to combine afterwards, so we're just done with our problem. That's all there is to adding, subtracting, multiplying polynomials.